Last week's episode of Smackdown featured the very first encounter between the current WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns and the 2023 Royal Rumble match winner in Cody Rhodes. An encounter that we've been looking forward to ever since Cody Rhodes won the Rumble match. And safe to say, it didn't disappoint. And safe to say that Roman Reigns won that verbal back and forth. And I just want to preface this with the fact that it is just amazing what the tribal chief, what Roman Reigns is capable of doing at this point in his career, specifically with this particular character. Not only in this promo, but also backstage. And forgive me for saying this, but you can tell the difference in characters, the difference in delivery of the lines, in characters between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes in this segment. And I just have to say this. Cody Rhodes may or may not be the guy to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. He may or may not be the guy to walk out with the undisputed WWE Universal Championship after the show of shows, after WrestleMania 39. He may or may not be that guy. We don't know it. We don't know it for sure. A lot of people are speculating that he will walk out with the titles. A lot of people are thinking that might not be the case because Roman Reigns is so damn close to reaching 1,000 days as Universal Champion. And with WWE, you just never know what's going to happen. A lot of people thought it was going to be Drew McIntyre all the way back in September at Clash at the Castle. Didn't happen. A lot of people thought it was Sami Zayn last month in Montreal. Didn't happen. So we'll just have to wait and see. But at least for me, as a wrestling fan, it's very, very important that Cody Rhodes starts to level up on the microphone to at least match Roman Reigns' level. Because Cody Rhodes can't go out there and just spit the same stuff over and over again because overall it's going to get repetitive, but overall, compared to what Roman Reigns is able to spit out, it's going to look second rate. And you don't want that for the number one contender. You don't want that for who WWE is positioning as their next top babyface, at least in the next few months. So just based on that, just elevate the mic work, connect from the heart instead of just, to put it this way, Roman Reigns seemed like he was in character. Obviously, he was in character, but he was speaking from the heart. Cody Rhodes seemed like he was a performer with a microphone, just saying what he had to say to his next opponent. That's the difference right there. I don't mind the fact that things have started to get personal between Reigns and Rhodes. We kind of saw that coming when Cody won the Rumble match, when Paul Heyman encountered him on Monday Night Raw and brought up his father. The same thing happened on Smackdown last week with Roman Reigns bringing him up, except Roman Reigns has too much respect for the late, great Dusty Rhodes. I respect that. I love that about his character, that he will not go to those lengths to disrespect a man who formed him, a mentor of his in the past, but he will do everything and anything. And he's proven this in the past. He will do everything and anything in his arsenal to manipulate and get inside your head. And that is exactly what Roman Reigns did to Cody Rhodes last week on SmackDown with that final line. Whatever Dusty didn't teach you, whatever your father didn't teach you, I will. That's a line I still remember to this day. Obviously, it's only been a week, but I feel like at least for the remainder of the feud, at least in the next 3 weeks leading up to WrestleMania, that is a line that will forever echo in this rivalry, in this feud. Another part of it is Roman Reigns mentioning the fact that he and Dusty, since Dusty Rhodes was a part of the NXT coaches that formed Roman Reigns in developmental, they had a lot of conversations, and he never brought up Cody Rhodes at all in those conversations. Roman Reigns also basically stated that he was, well, was it Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes? Somebody in the promo stated that Roman Reigns was the son or the superstar that Dusty always wanted. He had it. And I'm not going to do a Dusty Rhodes impression because it's just not good. Not my impression, obviously. But overall, all these layers are getting better and better, and we're going to have to see a lot more layering, a lot more back and forth between these two superstars on SmackDown tonight, on Raw next week. Let's lead up hard into this WrestleMania feud. And while Roman Reigns can keep playing his mind games and manipulating the situation, trying to get Cody Rhodes to get emotional about his father, about his family, about his last name, leading up to WrestleMania, I feel like Cody Rhodes, everything that he can do, anything, the only thing he can do leading up to the show is focus on one thing, and that is finally making sure that the WWE Championship is held by somebody with the last name Rhodes. And he will go through anybody, any group, anyone, anything to make that happen. To make sure that his legacy, his brother's legacy, and his father's legacy rests forever at the top in WWE history. I feel like that's the road, no pun intended, that Cody Rhodes should head into leading up to WrestleMania for this entire rivalry and this entire feud. Every single time Roman Reigns mentions the late great Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes just acknowledges it, sidesteps it, goes back into main eventing WrestleMania and becoming WWE Champion. He has to. He needs to become WWE Champion. I feel like that is the only way to really keep Cody Rhodes' momentum going. Because as a babyface, he will not disrespect the NOI family. So all he can really focus is on the main event, on the match, on the importance of WrestleMania, on the importance of the WWE title. So I feel like that is something that Cody Rhodes should really, really focus on. So with that said, what do you expect for on tonight's episode of SmackDown Live on Fox? Roman Reigns and the entire bloodline is going to make an appearance, specifically based mostly on what transpired on Monday Night Raw, with Jey Uso turning his back on Sami Zayn and finally choosing or making public knowledge his alliance with his family members in the bloodline. We have a Fatal 5-Way Intercontinental Championship match, which is a little bit convoluted heading into WrestleMania, but then again, you need to build up some tension for these shows, so go ahead and leave that in the comments section below. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This is Wrestling Talk. Make sure you tune into SmackDown later on tonight. Make sure you tune into Rampage as well later on tonight. So with that said, see you next time.